Yo guys, it's your boy Didi Tekz back again with another YouTube video, and as you can see, I'm here with my amazing dad, and we are going to be going over the game between Arsenal and West Ham at the Emirates Stadium. So guys, I'm sure many of you guys know by now that Arsenal were defeated by West Ham, and me as an Arsenal fan, and I'm sure many Arsenal fans out there, they'll be feeling very disappointed, because this is a very big 3 points that we've just dropped. Because looking at the game tomorrow where Liverpool go against Manchester City, that could be proven to be a very tough game for Liverpool, because looking at Man City now, they'll probably want to come back from the defeat against Real Madrid, so they'll be fueled up and hope maybe they can help us out and stop Liverpool. But I feel like Arsenal should have taken initiative and look at the context of the game versus Liverpool and Man City and just take advantage and collect all 3 points. So Dad, how do you feel about this dropping of points, and how hard do you think this can hurt them looking at the title race?
To be honest with you, I feel very bad about this, because this is important 3 points Arsenal just tried. They just throw away opportunity to cut down the point ahead of Liverpool. To me, I'm very I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, I agree. What you said, I think the thing about Arsenal is the mindset. Arteta needs to do more. He needed to make this game more interesting. He needs to show them how big this game is, because if you think of it, this game was a very big game thinking about it now, because the more I think about it, the more I feel that Man City and Liverpool is going to be a tough game for Liverpool, and Man City still have a good chance of even beating Liverpool. So I feel like Arteta should have made this game into a really important game, because if you think about it, if Arsenal collected all of the 3 points and put the pressure back on Liverpool, it would have been 5 points. So I feel like Arsenal just should have got the win and keep on putting pressure on to Liverpool. So that if we're looking at the context of the game today, who do you think was your standout player and why?
To be honest with you, I don't have any standout player.
Really?
In that team. I don't have any standout player.
I don't blame you, to be honest.
They should have taken advantage of this. So I'm not gonna give anybody credit on this game, to be honest.
Well, to be fair, I don't blame you. Like, when we lose a game and a big game, a really important points drop, you can't really have a standout player. But on the other hand, in my opinion, I feel like Ricardo Calafiori was our standout player. And to be fair, as a team, I think we were pretty average. But I'm just thinking about, he was better than the rest. He did his job as a left back. He was going up. He was positive. He was linking up with Trossard well. He was doing his defensive duties well. He was winning his aerial duels. So I think Ricardo Calafiori, I think he had a decent game. He was better than the rest, because as a whole, we were very average, to be honest. Like, people like Ifa Wanyeri, people like Erdogan, people we would look to provide magic and creativity, they couldn't, provide it. And it was really disappointing. So going over this, as you know now, we used Mika Moreno as our number 9. And Dad, do you think it works?
To me, it's not working. It's a joke, big joke, because as team like as Arsenal, this have cost us now in 2 seasons ago. Yeah. Arsenal really need a striker. There's no way they're gonna dodge this. They need to spend money in a good striker that can get in 20 goals. Taking Mikel Moreno as a defensive midfielder to play striking role. Today you could see in the game the positioning. The guy, he was struggling. So I don't blame him. But I blame the board and the Arteta. I don't know what they're doing. Well,
it's just, I don't understand. It's just ironic. I just find it funny at a point, because Arsenal really think they can manipulate the fans and just try and swindle their way into not signing a striker. That's the thing. When Havertz scores, they'll say, "Oh, Havertz this. Oh, we don't need a striker. We have Havertz." But when he misses chances, we'll start thinking about it again. Arsenal, just get a striker, please. It's getting annoying now, because we're really trying to put Mika Moreno. And look, again, like you said, I don't blame him, because as you know, he's not a striker, and they really showed today. His movement wasn't good enough. He was just not in the game today. But to be fair, I don't really blame them for putting him in that striker role, as well as what he did against Leicester. But at the same time, they got carried away, guys. Really putting a defensive midfielder as a striker, thinking he'll give you the result. It's just a joke. It's a big joke, and it's not possible. And realistically, it doesn't make sense, because going into the January window, I really thought Arsenal used this as an opportunity, to strengthen their team. If they really think of winning the league, if they really want to win the league and stop manipulating the fans that truly they want to win the league. So I thought that they'll really use this opportunity and strengthen their team. Maybe sign a right winger, maybe sign a striker, another left winger, you know, anything to bring more firepower because of the injuries that we already are accumulating. So I think it's just a bit disappointing from Arsenal in that aspect. So that going over the overall display, and as we know that West Ham did use that low block and they were very, you know, very solid in defence. Do you not think that Mikel Arteta could have had a plan B and could have done more as a manager?
Yeah, that's the thing with Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
You know, whenever Arsenal play anything that keep roadblock, Arsenal always struggle.
100.
We don't have any other plan.
Exactly.
You know, so as a manager, like big manager, you see, I could remember the game Liverpool against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
You could see when Liverpool tried to, attack the game, they took out McAllister and brought in Nunes.
Yeah.
What did Unai Emery?
Yeah.
He brought the midfielder to block that because he knew now he crowded that midfield for them to be able to block that supply. But Arteta sometimes whenever things happen like that, he run out of ideas.
Exactly.
He don't know what to do. You know, so how can you be playing a team with roadblock and you're still looking for 9 passes to put in? Allow them to shoot. Ask them to shoot. Take risks. That's how you break those roadblocks.
That's the thing.
But he never do this.
As a manager, and you want to call yourself one of the best managers in the world, how can you not have a plan B? If your team isn't playing the way you want to play, just have a plan B. Look at all of the best managers in the world, Ancelotti, Pep Guardiola. If it's not going how they want, they just a little tactical tweak. And that's what Unai Emery done. And also Arne Slot by taking off McAllister and bringing on Nunes for more firepower because, again, they're changing the game skill. They need the goal. If you look at how Liverpool started, obviously they wanted to control the game. But when they saw Aston Villa were also putting up a fight and how they needed the win, they changed it. But why doesn't Mikel Arteta think like that? He needs to change the game. He needs more tactical tweaks. And it's a bit disappointing and worrying how quickly he runs out of ideas, to be honest. And I think it's just worrying. Like all of the best managers in the world, again, like I said, you know, they have the ability to change it with one move, with one substitution. Mikel Arteta wants us to play the same way with the different results, and that's silly. If they're going to keep playing the same way, wouldn't West Ham want that? Because they're already comfortable in their low block. And the pressure, they're happy with the draw, but luckily they even got the win. So Arteta should have done something different, maybe more long balls into the top. You know, anything. Maybe he would have taken off Moreno, bring on Sterling. That's anything. That's what I'm thinking. So to be honest, like, Dad, you know, we got down to 10 men. How do you think about that red card and to the young player who has been playing really well recently?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not going to blame the young player because he's up with Kudus. Kudus is a very intelligent player.
Yeah.
The way he guide that ball to turn it, so he has he left him with no option. So I feel sorry for the young lad, but I mean, it's nothing to blame. I'm not gonna blame him.
To be honest, I'm not really. Like you said, I'm not gonna blame him because again, I feel like he was isolated. Why is he isolated? There's meant to be an option. To be honest, yes, I kind of knew he was going to lose the ball because when I think it was Gabriel Saliba, I don't know who, but one of them gave him the ball. They didn't even show for it. Any of the midfielders didn't even show for it. He was isolated with someone like Kudus. Let's be realistic. Kudus versus Miles Lewis-Skelly in a 50-50. Who's winning? It's Kudus. He's faster. He's stronger. He has more experience. He's probably smarter. No disrespect to Lewis-Skelly, but in those aspects, yes, he is. And he just used his strength. And obviously, Lewis-Skelly had no other option but to take him down for the red card, and which I really don't blame him. But in that aspect, I feel like maybe one of the midfielders could have helped him out. Maybe our winger could have came to give an option for the pass. But at the end, but I feel like maybe Skelly could have just given it back to Raya quickly. But again, he's young, he's still learning. Maybe it's just a lack of experience and all of that. So I think overall it was a disappointing game. The performance wasn't necessarily bad. It's just the only thing that's really disappointing was the fact that they didn't have a plan B. They didn't know how to find their way through, and it was just very, very, very disappointing. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. Feel free, to put down in the comment section below how you feel about the match, and maybe if you feel like if Mikel Moreno as a striker worked, or if you feel like Arsenal could have done better. So Dad, you've been amazing as always. Please make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. It's Didi Tekz out.